Saturday afternoon, and this morning, you may have seen a few clips, I went to Penzance and we did a bit of antique vintage shopping. So my sister and brother-in-law are building a house. I've probably mentioned that before in this video. So they wanted to go to a reclamation yard. So we went to Shiver My Timbers in Penzance, which is amazing. It has so many good things there. The only thing I would say is it is a little overpriced, but I think that's kind of part and parcel of vintage shops and antique shops, because the cost comes with them curating the items for you, rather than you having to spend your time traipsing on Facebook Marketplace or going into charity shops or hunting these antiques out. But it's a really great space for inspiration, and I did get a couple things there. It's just that I think some of the things, when I go there, I'm a bit like, I could probably find this on Facebook for a third of the price, because I did see a table there and I think he said it was £350, and I was a bit like, to me I think that's quite a lot for a table. But I did get a few paintings. So I got this beautiful painting, and the main reason I liked it is I thought it was quite different because it's so narrow and long, and the frame is beautiful as well. So I want to hang this either in, I want to hang this in the office, because not the office, sorry, in the garage, which I think I'd quite like to call it the snug or the barn. Someone said the barn because it used to be a barn. That's quite cute. But I need to talk to Alex about it. But for now, I guess I'll say the garage, because the ceilings are quite low on one side, so it doesn't give you a whole lot of room for painting. So that a small one would work really great. And then this one is of this lovely man. I feel like it's a self-portrait because he looks like a painter to me, but it is an oil painting. I like the frame. I'm thinking this should go in a hallway, or maybe in, no, I didn't think it has the vibe for the garage. I think this should be a hallway or in the living room or somewhere. I just thought it was beautiful, but I need to find a place for it. One thing I need to remember actually when I'm going on these little antique shops is that we really need a painting for our living room, because above the piano we've got a really small painting and it just looks out of place. And ever since we decorated, we just put that there. And I think in the living room makeover video, I did say, oh, that's just there for now, but we're gonna replace it. And I need like a big landscape painting, but I haven't found one yet. Probably because anytime I have, I've thought, oh, that's a lot of money. So yeah, this was 65 and then the other one was 45. I'm not entirely sure why this is more money, because it's a lot smaller, but hey ho. And then I did a bit of charity shopping, and I have been hunting out candle holders or candlestick holders for our wedding. So we're not really having a whole lot of flowers at our wedding, because I want to try and be as sustainable as possible for the wedding. So aside from the usual flowers that you would have for your bouquet and for the ceremony, we're putting foliage on the tables, and then we're reusing the bouquets for the head table. So I want to decorate the tables instead with lots of candles, and I think that that will create a really lovely, wholesome, just atmospheric vibe. And I think I've already got about 4 or 5 candlesticks. My sister's going to be donating some, my friends are as well, and then I've recently been trying to just basically buy them anytime I see them in a charity shop. I think these were each £2. No, these weren't from a charity shop, these were from a vintage shop opposite Shiver My Timbers. And I got these each for £2. And then I got this brass one for £3. And I'll show you actually the ones that I got the other day as well. I also got these the other day. Where did I get these? These were also in a charity shop. Where was I? Why does my brain not remember things? I genuinely cannot pluck from my brain where I bought these. But I got them in a charity shop. Where was it? It just came to me. Got them in Hale, that was it, yeah. We were looking for, I'll show you them actually. We were basically looking for frames for the wedding where we can write with pen, like these pens, like glass pens, signage. So we've got a mirror with welcome to our wedding and then the date. And then my friend, I'll show you the one my friend did, it's amazing. We just took the painting out and just left the glass. And it's for the guest book, because we're gonna have those, got a little Fujifilm camera, and then we're going to have a guest book that people can then take pictures, stick in there, and then write a little note for us. But anyway, I've got these extra 2, so now I think the total of candlesticks we have is So I've got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I've got 2 sets of 2 that are gold brass. They're quite big, so I was thinking that they could be the centre of the table or go on the head table. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I think Charlie said she's got about 3 or 4. And then my friend said she's got like 2. So I think we'll be good. I'm just going to collect them and then start having a see how many I have. And then at the end, I can just sell them on. We also, I'll show you this in a second. It's pretty cool. When we demolished the shed, we found loads of vintage bottles, like literally Victorian Corona bottles and stuff. So I think that I'll clean those up and also use those to put candles in. And I think that basically wherever we're doing things, I'm just going to put candles everywhere because I think that's just going to create a really nice atmosphere. So I'm going to have to bulk order some candlesticks. And then I also got something really cool from the charity shop, which is all wrapped up nice and neatly. But I got this set of plates and bowls for £5. It was a 9-piece set. Given some of them were missing, but I just think they are so beautiful, and I thought this would be amazing for sort of lunches and picnics when I had people over. The annoying thing is that there's 3 bowls this size, these little bowls. I think there's only 2 side plates, so I imagine that this would be good if you had 4 people round, but you're not doing anything too formal. You don't need side plates, but these would be maybe for stuff in the middle of the table, like snacks and stuff. But they did have 4 main big plates. I just thought that the pattern was just so pretty. And I'm now looking at the things on my dresser, which I already own, which kind of have a similar feel. Similar style, and yeah. I really do want to have a complete set of plates that are patterned, like 8 of each, but these were pretty great, and for like photography and stuff, I just think they're going to be beautiful. I absolutely love them. I could not believe that there was 9 of them for £5. And then I got a couple bits of clothing. This was from the charity shop as well. I think I mentioned actually recently to you that I don't actually own any jackets apart from a denim jacket. All of my jackets are coats, probably because of the environment that we live in. It's always either freezing cold or it's summertime and I just wear a denim jacket. But there have been a few times recently when I've gone out and I've thought I don't really want to wear a denim jacket because it's a bit casual. I want to wear something a little bit more dressed up, and I thought I really would like a blazer. I used to live in blazers. Like, I know that oversized blazers have come back in fashion because kind of noughties fashion is back, or like I feel like 2010s fashion is now coming back. But this was my entire style growing up, was oversized blazers, a dress underneath and some boots, or oversized blazers, a shirt and high-waisted like leather look leggings or high-waisted jeans. That's just all I lived in. So I feel like I'm going back in time, and I know that I've decluttered probably on my YouTube channel oversized blazers that I used to own. I used to have a really lovely navy one, and I guess I stopped wearing it because at that time in my life I guess I wasn't working or going out very much, so I didn't have any reason for it. But I loved this one because it's a linen and wool blend. It does have some pretty hefty shoulder pads, which I'm just going to cut out. But I just really love the material because I feel like most blazers you find in charity shops are polyester. They're not a nice material. And if you look up close, it's got this kind of lines in it, which means it's kind of, yeah, it just looks like linen, like detailed. Can you see that, the little lines? It just makes it look more expensive. So I feel like if the shoulder pads are out, you could wear this on holiday as a blazer to wear over a sort of skimpy dress. I'm imagining on my honeymoon I'm going to take this with me, and if I've got a slinky dress I can just throw this over the top and feel a bit more like warm. And with my Chanel bag it'd be lovely, with a brown bag, with a beach bag. Just even with this outfit it's kind of nice. So very pleased with that, but it definitely needs the shoulder pads taking out. And then the last thing I got was a black denim jacket. So this was from a vintage shop in Penzance called Black Jacket Vintage. I've never been in there. It was really good, and I thought the prices were good because sometimes vintage shops, the prices are silly. So this was £55 for a Levi's denim jacket. I just think that's really good. And then my sister got a dress for £18. And I did also try on another blazer that was £30, but I didn't buy it because it was quite warm, and I thought I'll come back in the autumn winter to do, like, you know, a shop for maybe a warmer blazer, like a wintry blazer, because that's more of a summery one. But I got myself a black, sort of washed black denim jacket because I do have a normal denim jacket and I wear it constantly. This one's not as oversized, which I also like because it means that I can wear this when I don't want to wear something oversized. Maybe if I've got something on underneath that's already a bit loose and you don't want to feel too, like, everything's too baggy, but it's also comfortable, it's not fitted. So it's the perfect happy medium. Love it. I always roll the sleeves up on denim jackets and undo the button because I prefer the way that that looks. But yeah, this looks cool with this dress even. Like, I think this looks really nice. But I also am imagining it with a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, just really relaxed. So very happy with this. And that's everything. My little antique vintage charity shop haul. And let me show you outside actually, because we've had quite a lot been going on outside in the garden. It's not as fast as we'd hoped. There's been a few hang-ups, hold-ups, but I'll show you the progress. Before I do, I want to show you this. So this is the antique mirror I got. I think I got this for literally £18 in the charity shop in Hale. And then my friend, who is very talented, wrote on it, "Welcome to the wedding of Madeleine and Alex," and then it's got the date of the wedding. I don't really want to show the date because, I don't know, I get paranoid. But anyway, I just think it's such a lovely idea to have a mirror, so then when people arrive they can check their makeup, they can see if their outfit looks good, and it's just, yeah, it's just very cool. I got this other painting. This was £20, but this was for the frame again. So I'm going to take this painting out. I actually quite like this painting, so I'm going to keep it and get it remounted, or remount it myself without the green, and put it back up when we're done. But I'm going to take the picture out and use this as another sign, maybe for, I don't know, for a game or for directions to something. We'll figure it out. I'm not really sure yet. And then I've got this picture finally as well, which, again, I'll use it for something. I think it's a really nice idea. You can put like a piece of white paper behind it if you want it to be more visible, but I think I'm just going to use the glass because this is what we did with another one, which looks amazing. As long as you put it in front of something dark, it's really visible. So my friend also did this. "Please sign our photo guest book, snap it, shake it, stick it, sign it." Just so clear. It means no, you don't have to go and tell people to do it. It's just ready to go. People can go, "Oh look, this is where you do the guest book. We've got to take a picture, we've got to stick it in the book, and we've got to sign our names." And so I just think it looks so cute. So we just got to make sure that wherever it's put, it's not against white because you won't be able to see that. But very cool. Let's go outside. It's going to adjust to the lighting. Are you pruning the roses? Our garden has kind of gone to crap, hasn't it? But oh well. So I don't know when the last update was, but the builders have had a bit of a trouble with the granite because it's so heavy and they had to concrete the base. So the whole base has been concreted, so it's not going to move. This granite is never going to move, and they've leveled it so that when they do all the paving, it's even enough for there not to be too much concrete around it and it not to be visible on the other side. So we're kind of getting the shape, and this is how far it's going to go out. So now they've done that, I think next week it's going to be doing the exact same thing with this section. So digging out this and then concreting it and then finishing it off with these last bits of granite. Unfortunately, we won't be able to have the tops of the granite. It's a difficult thing to explain, but it just won't work. I would have loved it if we could, but it just won't work. So the only granite we're actually going to see when the patio is finished is from this side, which actually I think looks really cool because you can you can see the structure, and that will be the edge of our patio. I'm definitely going to be putting a flower bed in front, but I'm going to try and make sure that the flowers we pick, or the plants we pick, are varying in height. So I was thinking some bushes that will stay low, maybe like heathers and things that are local, and then having some taller things like alliums and stuff just to break it up. so you can still see the granite. I don't want to plant anything that's going to grow and then you're never going to see the granite. But maybe around the middle step we'll have 2 bigger plants. Let me know any suggestions you have, but I think, yeah, we'll just plan it out. I'll like go online and do some searching and find ones that sit low and then ones that kind of go up a bit higher but you can see through, so you can still see the granite. And then where Alex is tweaking the roses, we're going to move those roses, and I'm planning on having that all be hydrangea, Annabelles, and like lavender and maybe catmint, that kind of thing, just like purples and whites. I want it to be really full because right now it's kind of empty and then there's just loads of weeds. And same on the other side, I want it to be completely symmetrical. And we have gone for the blue limestone, which is this one. They all look exactly the same in this lighting, but it is this one. Just look how out of control our wisteria is. You can see it's had a really subtle second bloom. There's like a handful of flowers popping through, but it's taken over our middle bathroom and we need to get it all trimmed back quite desperately. Hi from the end of the garden. I know that I asked in a previous video for your opinions, so thank you so much everyone who shared their opinions on the paving stones. We are going with the grey. I know lots of people are unsure about if it's too contrasty or too cold for the rest of the house, because the house is kind of a beige granite colour. We did order a sample of limestone that is more beige, I'll show you in a second, and I just didn't like it as much, and it's probably one of those taste things. Some people prefer the beige, some people prefer the grey, and I was on the fence about it, but because there's like wood on the sleepers and then there's beige granite, I just didn't want it to all be beige. And because there's a lot of green in the garden, I just think green and grey really complement each other, and our garden is very green. It's not a Mediterranean kind of or Cotswoldy kind of colour, and even the house, when you look at it from a distance, it kind of looks grey. Granite in Cornwall is very grey. And also probably something that lots of people don't know is that Cornwall is known for its slate. So Delabole, is it Delabole slate? Delabole slate is like an expensive slate that is made in Cornwall, and I did actually even look at flagstones. I looked at Delabole slate flagstones and other flagstones like York stone. It is unbelievably expensive for flagstones. If we were doing a small patio, and if you're doing a small patio, definitely look into flagstones because it would look beautiful. But we're doing nearly 100 square meters and I just cannot justify the cost. That would be, I think some of them were like maybe 60, 70 pounds per square meter. How much would that cost, Alex, if it was like 60 or 70 quid per square meter? Yeah, I mean, we're not going to spend £6,000 or £7,000 on paving stones, let alone the cost of everything else, because it's already been very expensive. So that is more reasonable, and I think it looks gorgeous. It is stone because it's limestone, and I'm really excited because I think that it's going to look gorgeous with the white and the purple tones that I'm planning on having in the plants, and yeah, and the granite and the slate, the slate on the roof, and I'm really looking forward to it actually. I just want it to be done now because it's been going on for so long, and there's just been delays with lots of things, and these things just take time. It's not like starting from scratch. There's all this granite to deal with, and what our original plan was just didn't work out because we had to make sure that the granite wasn't going to move essentially. So they spent a lot of time putting the granite in, and they're like, it's moving, so we need to put a concrete base in. But once it's done, I am so looking forward. It's kind of bad timing in the year because it was going into autumn, but I am really looking forward to getting like planters and planning the garden. Maybe that's kind of a good time. I can plan, and when things aren't growing so wild, I can actually think about what we want to do with the garden, with the layout of it. And I want to source like an antique table, because even when I was in Shiver Me Timbers today, they had a really lovely antique table, and stuff like that, and just organise the garden and plan how I want it to be, because it has so much potential. And we're even building in like a sofa at the end of the sleeper thing that you're sitting on right now. Let me show you actually the bottles that we found. It's quite cool. So at some point soon I need to clean them all up, rinse them all off. How do I get back? Rinse them all off so we can use them for our wedding. I think I've just stung my foot. Not ideal. Where's Bobby? So you can see this is where we demolished the shed. It's kind of ended up being a bit of a dumping ground for all the excess soil. But these are all the amazing bottles that they found buried. I think it was they were kind of being shoved in to build up the wall. But one of them we were looking at, like, this one says Robinson's Limited, Norwich, which is crazy. And then another one said Corona. Where is it? Is this the one that says Corona? Corona Limited? Or this one? I can't remember. I'm going to clean them up and I'll show you them again. But how cool to have these at the wedding. Like, genuinely. Oh, here it is. Is this the Corona one? Maybe not. Anyway, I think it'd be very cool if we cleaned all of these up. That's even got liquid in it, look. To clean all of these up, and then they can be on the tables with candles in them. Or some of them we could have, I might ask the florist, some of them could have candles, or we could put some flowers in them, you know, little offcuts, that kind of thing. And then next year our project will be to sort out the front of the house because it looks horrendous. We need to put more gravel down and sort out this area because it just looks such a mess, and do our driveway because our driveway wall is like falling down and I hate the wall out here, so we'll put a Cornish wall in because it would have been a Cornish wall originally, and you can see the Cornish wall behind it. It's just all been covered up, sadly. Come on, Roxy, let's go inside. Come on. Look, it's acted as a blind for us, hasn't it?
Oh, it's so dark in here.
This is crazy. You're such a gentle person though, you need to just hack at it.
Well, I'm scared it's like...
No, it's not, it's fine. Go for it. Probably need bigger ones, don't you? Doesn't want to go. You can't reach that, can you?
No.
I've lost it. I can't get it. I can't get it. I need to throw something.
Ready? Hey, Daddy.
Yeah. Did it go?
Nearly.
Nearly.
I think I can grab it.
Oh. Morning. It's Sunday morning and I've actually had a really lovely morning. Just sitting here at the window seat. This window seat, when I put it in, I was worried that it was going to be one of those things that you spend money on and you do, and then I was like, will I actually use it? Deep down I was like, I know I'm going to use that, I think it will be amazing, but then also I was secretly like, but will it be one of those things that I end up not using? But I sit here every single day and I love it. This morning I've been writing a wedding to-do list. It's something that I've been wanting to do for so long because I have all of this jumbled in my brain. And I think I said this yesterday, that we're kind of at the point now where all the big stuff has been organised for a very long time. But in the lead up to the wedding, essentially it's just a list of buy. And I'm kicking myself, and I think I said this as well yesterday, sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I'm kicking myself because for the last few months I sit and I have a look at things like my wedding shoes, so my heels that I'm going to wear with my wedding dress. I've been looking on Wisteria Collective, I've been looking on Depop. Oh look, there comes Roxy drinking her water as soon as I start vlogging. This is going to start to become a bit of a thing because she does it every time. I cut it out most of the time, but I've shown you the last couple of times it's happened. I think it's because she hears me talking and then she like wakes up and then is like, oh, I'm thirsty. Anyway, I'm just going to talk through it. Sorry about the drinking noise. Yeah, I'll look at my wedding shoes I've looked on Wisteria Collective and Depop, and I think I asked a lot of you where to get them from. And I did look at some of those websites, but I cannot commit to buying them because I then question, are the heels too high, or is it the right colour, or will they be comfortable? And I can't commit to buying them. And I think this is because of years of practicing minimalism, that when I purchase stuff now, I am so considered with what I buy that I just don't really buy stuff unless it's stuff I know for sure that I want. Roxy is wagging at me, desperate to get up. You have to stay down there for a minute. Good morning. Morning, Bobby. Morning, Bobby. Good girl. A lot of people are confused that I call her Bobby. That's just a nickname. Oh, Bobby. Oh, I know, but you're just going to have to stay down there for a minute. There's no room for you. I would come and get you, but no, just stay down there. Go in your bed. Yeah, I think it's from years of practicing minimalism that when I buy stuff, like the stuff I got yesterday, is all stuff that I know I want, like stuff for the house, antiques, easy. Like I know that we need paintings for the house. I know that I always use things like plates and bowls. Those things are easy things for me to purchase because they're stuff that I know that I love and I use and I want. But things like clothing and things like shoes and wedding stuff, I'm just like, oh, is that even worth it? Is it even like a thing that I should be getting? And my battery is flashing at me, of course, because my battery is always flashing at me. I have an issue. Right, new battery. I'm sure every other vlogger can relate to this, that the second you start vlogging, your battery is suddenly dead. Just like every time I start vlogging, Roxy drinks water. But yeah, I just can't commit. And then things like, because we're having a weekend wedding, we're actually getting married on paper before our wedding day. I don't know if I've said this, because our wedding venue isn't licensed for ceremonies legally. So a lot of the time that is the case, and you have to get married. You have to get married at a registry office because we didn't want to get married in a church. If we got married in a church, it would have been fine to do it on the day. So we're getting married a couple of days before our wedding, and so I need an outfit for that. And I keep on umming and ahhing about that outfit. There's so many things, like my list right now, it's like we need to get Alex's wedding ring. I need to get my jewellery for the day of the wedding to go with my wedding dress. And that is something I keep on putting off. And I think it's because a lot of these things are like commitments that feel like they're very like lifelong. So the photos live on forever. And also like if I get a piece of jewellery, like a lovely necklace and earrings for the wedding day, I am buying that with the view that I'm going to pass that down to my daughter or to a relative or to someone I love in the future. And so it feels like such a big commitment. I think that I'm going to actually go and look in some antique shops, because yesterday when we were in Penzance, there were quite a few beautiful jewellery shops with vintage jewellery, and I feel like I might try there first. The only thing is it's very expensive, so it's just like another thing to spend money on. But then I think this is part of the reason, right? So that I want it to be the right thing and I want to spend money on it, but also it all adds up. So you're just like, is this really a good idea? So we need to get that jewellery. I need to get presents for my bridesmaids for the wedding day. I want to get them some jewellery. Hopefully they're not watching. I don't think any of them really watch my videos. Or maybe Sophie does. Actually, Sophie, don't watch this. Alex needs to buy 2 of his groomsmen's suits because he's bought his and one of his groomsmen because they're both in Cornwall. But he needs to buy the other ones that aren't in Cornwall to deliver to them. I need to get my wedding shoes. I really want to get a white swimsuit for the honeymoon. I'm just reading you my list at this point. And this battery is now flashing at me. Oh my gosh. Is this battery hinting that I should shut up? Right, battery number 3. How's this going to go? We need to count our RSVPs so that we can pass this on to the caterers. I need to have a meeting with the wedding planner at the venue. So we don't actually have a wedding planner. We've done the wedding ourselves. But our venue does have a wedding planner, so she helps to correspond with everything. And then on the day, I think she's there to help everything run smoothly, which is wonderful. We need to book the Eurostar for our honeymoon. We need to book 2 of the hotels for our honeymoon because we've booked our main hotel, but there are 2 hotels we need to book during the travel because we're like traveling from one place to the next because we're getting trains. Oh, I need to book Eurostar, and so I think we could do the train today, or at least the Eurostar. We need to book so we need to book the trains and the hotels, but they're like hotels we're just going to be staying in for one night. We need to organise our car hire for the honeymoon. I need to buy I want to get matching pyjamas and robes for me and the bridesmaids. Again, those are sorts of things that I will keep forever, and hopefully they will, because they're lovely, and I have been struggling to find them, but I think it looks wonderful for photos of getting ready. Like, that's something I'm really looking forward to, because growing up, one of my best memories with my friends was getting ready to go out and have a fun evening together. And so this is like the ultimate version of getting ready together. And we did this for my sister's wedding, and it was so much fun just being together, getting ready, putting our makeup on. And I just love the idea of us all in matching outfits. So I'm going to try and find something for that. We need to count up the wine that we have because we bought some Camel Valley wine. We need to count up how much we have and whether we need to order some more. We're doing some lawn games at our wedding. We did look into ordering, like hiring out like a mini golf thing, like crazy golf, but it was just so expensive. So instead, we do have Mulkey, and then my mum or my sister has Giant Jenga. And I think that we're going to try and find bowls or a few other fun lawn games that we can buy, and then we can keep them and use them just for fun in our own time. I need to write out like a plan for the day, like an order of the day. I think that will come with time, but start to piece it together. We need to email our band song choices because they did email us that recently. So our first dance song and then like a playlist of our songs. So that would be a fun job for me and Alex to do. We need to do our table settings once we've confirmed all the RSVPs. I said yesterday that we're going to get some sweets, so we need to order those sweets and collect more candlesticks and jars for those sweets, and also a table. We need to order candles for the candlesticks, of course. Festoon lighting. We were going to get festoon lighting for our garden anyway, because when our patio is done, I want festoon lights. So I'm going to order those so that we can use them for the wedding and then use them in our garden. I need to get gifts, like I said, for the bridesmaids. Well, Alex needs to get gifts for the groomsmen and parents' gifts. Alex needs to order his shoes and bow ties. I need to get my niece's outfit because she's a little baby, and oh my gosh, she's going to be in a little cute, she'll be like a baby flower girl, so I need to order her outfit. I think I found it. I need to book a manicure and a facial pre-wedding. So my nails look lovely and my skin looks all glowy. I think I'm going to get a Hydra facial because I had that a while ago and it was the best thing. My skin looked so incredible. So I really want my skin to look like that before the wedding. I need to buy the guest book that I showed you that sign for. So the guest book that everyone puts their pictures in. Oh, so alongside the guest book, we need to order the film for the camera. Because we've already got a Fuji film camera. Me and my sister already have them, so we'll have 2 of them. And then I need to order thank you cards for after the wedding to say thank you. I think that's everything. Do you know what? If there's anything that you've had a wedding, if there's anything that I'm missing that you're like, Maddie, what about this? You've forgotten this. Then let me know, because there's my long list. And most of it is just buy, order, spend more money. No, but in all seriousness, like, it is expensive, a wedding, and I want to highlight that because probably a lot of you obviously have followed me since my minimalism days, and maybe a few years ago, if Alex and I had got married, we would have had a very different wedding because we did not have any money and we would have done it very low key and very minimalist. We are doing it somewhere in the middle. We're not doing anything extreme. We're not having a crazily big wedding. We're keeping things relatively low key. But there are things that you have to spend money on if you go this route with a wedding, and that's just the reality of it. I'm comfortable with it. Alex is comfortable with it. We're not going beyond what we wanted. It's just a bit of a, when you actually get to this point in the wedding when you have to spend the money. But it's something that I will remember for the rest of my life. And personally, I'm really excited about it. It is stressful, not gonna lie, like spending this much money, but I am really looking forward to it. And I think that these things are things you're gonna remember for the rest of your life. And I'm trying to do it, like I said, as sustainably, thinking about things that we're purchasing that we can keep, like the lawn games, like my jewelry, like the shoes, like anything on this list that I'm purchasing. It's not a one-time purchase for the wedding day. It's something that I will use again and again and again. And also, if it's something I'm not going to use again and again, I'll resell it. Like, I'm definitely considering selling on my wedding shoes. I'm not convinced that I would wear them again, depending on the kind of shoes I get. The thing about Alex, his whatever shoes he gets for the wedding, he will probably use them again and again because he doesn't actually have like a really nice pair of smart shoes. All of his are quite old. And things like the robes and the pajamas, the lighting, the candlesticks, all those things can, like the candlesticks, I fully intend on just selling afterwards on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, and the presents, I just think, you know, when you get married, you want to say thank you to people in your life, and it's kind of like a moment to actually stop and gift people things just to say thanks for being there for me, which is lovely. Like, thank you to your parents for being there for me. Thank you to my friends, my bridesmaids, for being there for me. And that's a nice thing that they're going to remember. So as much as it adds up, you know, I'm actually really proud and happy of how we've organised our wedding, because I actually, now I look at this list and now I think about how I'm going about it, I feel like we've done it the right way, and I feel good. So I've just got to do it now. So I'm going to start ticking some of these things off. I think that I'm going to walk Roxy now. Oh my gosh, there's a huge daddy long legs. I'm going to walk Roxy now. Ugh. I hate when they do that, when they like fiddle with their legs and like looks like they're cleaning their legs. Also, daddy long legs I find really stressful because they just fly so manic. You know, they'll just be floating around and suddenly they're in your face. That's why they terrify me. Also, they're just kind of spiders with wings. Ew. I'm going to walk Roxy in a second, and then I'm going to go to the gym, because I want to go to the gym because I'm going out later because it's my mum's like post-birthday celebration because she went away for her birthday. So I've got a few hours to walk Roxy, go to the gym, come back, have some lunch, and then go through some of these things with Alex that we can go through now. Like, definitely we can book the Eurostar. Definitely we can order a few of these things, or maybe even do the band. And I think that's the plan. What, did I have any other plans for today? I was going to go to the spa today, but last time we went on Sunday, it was just hectic getting a parking space. So I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, I've talked your ears off, and you're probably very bored of wedding chat, so I'm going to go. But maybe not. Maybe some of you are like, this is actually kind of interesting. I don't know. I'm just looking forward to our honeymoon now, when we go on our honeymoon. And I'm actually also looking forward to next year, because Alex and I were talking about how we have spent so much time, energy and money on big things in the last couple of years, like buying our first home, buying a second home, renovating both of those homes, and then having a wedding. All of it has been such a stressful and big experience, spending loads of money, loads of time on all of those things, and it's a lot. And it's very exciting, and I'm super grateful for it, and it's an incredible thing. But on the flip side, it also is a lot. So we are looking forward to a time when all the big house renovations are done, and there's just small stuff like, you know, decorating our bedrooms, for example, that's not going to cost too much money. And then we don't have a wedding, we don't have anything big on the horizon, and we can just relax a little bit and focus on the business and focus on, you know, I don't know, just like life, normal life. because it's a lot of big things, and big things are wonderful and big things are celebratory and incredible. I wouldn't change it for the world, but they also are big, and that comes with a lot of like energy and a lot of time, and like I said, a lot of money, a lot of thought, a lot of extra time spent thinking about it. And it's an exciting thing, but also it's exciting to think about when a lot of these things aren't going on, and we can just sort of sit back a bit, you know, just sit back a bit. Doesn't mean I want to rush it though. I still want to live in the moment. I still want to, I think of both. I think I'm like excited for the future when we don't have these things going on, but I'm also living in the moment and thinking, this is the last time I'll ever experience any of this, because it's a once in a lifetime. So soak it all up. Yay. We're back from the gym. I did legs. I'm using the Natasha Ocean. I know that I spoke a lot about Evolve U, or it used to be called Tone and Sculpt, but I bought Natasha Ocean's workout guide because I love her. If you don't follow her on YouTube, follow her. She's just the most sensible, well-rounded, science-backed influencer, like fitness influencer out there. Like, she's no bullshit. She doesn't promote anything restrictive. She's just all about the science and, you know, balance. So that's why I love her, because it's kind of my philosophy. I did leg day. I'm really enjoying that guide, actually. I really like having a guide because I feel like it challenges you. I feel like it makes things interesting. It doesn't stay boring. Oh, by the way, I'm just cooking the M&S plant kitchen, no chicken pieces. I'm gonna fry those, and I'm gonna have a wrap. Can you hear it frying and sizzling away? With this high protein wrap. If you're trying to get more protein in your diet, recommend these. They don't taste like normal wraps by any stretch of the imagination, but they are still very good, and I really like them. I'm just gonna have that with some salad and a bit of vegan cheese for lunch. But yeah, I really like this workout. It's a little bit more like, I don't know, endurance based, a bit more high intensity, rather than the weightlifting I was doing before, strength training I was doing before. It was a little bit like moving from workout to workout, or exercise to exercise, very sort of slowly. This is she sort of incorporates movements that get your heart rate up, which I personally really enjoy. It feels like it's more the style of working out I like. There's usually about one workout a week, which is a more low-key one. There's like a full body, which isn't anything higher intensity. But the leg day, for example, it's not just going to be, you know, squats, deadlifts, leg press, that kind of thing. She incorporates some interesting things. So today I did open leg lunges, which is a bit different. Wide to narrow squats, which kind of gets your heart rate up because you're moving as you're doing it. You're sort of traveling. Explosive leg press rather than a normal leg press. Again, it kind of gets your heart rate up a bit more. And then things like step ups to explosive knee drives, that really gets your heart rate up. So you're working your muscles whilst increasing your heart rate, which I love. I just went to M&S because it's my mum's birthday. It was on Thursday, and we're celebrating because she's been away. So I got her a cake, or like a roulade thing, and I got some ingredients for a salad that I'm gonna make. I'll show you when I make it. It's on my website. It's like a broccoli salad. And then I got some tofu because I think everyone else is having chicken or fish, and my mum just asked for a salad because they've been away, and she was like, we've eaten out loads, so I just really would love some chicken and a fresh salad on this sunny day. So that's what we're having. So I think I'm gonna have tofu. Alex might have a vegan burger or something. And we've also got a bottle of champagne in the fridge cooling, ready for later. And yeah, I'll show you my wrap when it's done. And then I'm gonna jump in the shower because I'm sweaty. And then maybe we'll walk Roxy because it is nice outside and she deserves a little walkies. I always season these kinds of things. So I've just added a whole lemon, squeezed a whole lemon in there, some mixed herbs, some salt and pepper, some spicy sriracha, this is a smoky one, and garlic. And that just will add a lot of flavour to the wrap because otherwise it's quite plain. Yeah, it's yummy. I also often melt the cheese when I'm done cooking. Makes it taste a bit better. Though this cheese, the sliced cheese, it's not the best for melting, but I like it for the convenience of just taking a slice. But it does work, it does the job. There it is. the chicken, some cheese, cucumber and lettuce, and now I've got to figure out how I'm going to wrap this. I was going to put kimchi in there, but it's just going to make it really liquidy and probably all come apart, so this will do. Let's give this a try. No, it's not happening. I do this every time I make a wrap. What is wrong with me? Oh, I may have it. Look, here we go. Just a few bits fell out. Fresh out of the shower, feeling lovely and clean. I'm going to give some of the attachments on my Dyson airwrap a go, because so far I've only used the little twirly whirly things to make your hair curly, but I haven't used, I think these ones just straighten your hair, like blow dry it straight. And then I think this one is kind of the equivalent of a blow dry with a curl at the end. So like a sort of, if you had rollers in your hair. So I'm gonna rough dry my hair and then I'm gonna try this. I'm slightly terrified of these brushes just because I get worried about my hair getting trapped in them, but this seems like there's not too many. So I think it'll be, I think it's fine as long as you do it properly. So we'll see. But yeah, feeling lovely. I was using some Davines mask, a Davines mask in my hair. Honestly, the Davines shampoo, I just finished that one and I'm now using the mask. My hair really agrees with it. So if you have similar hair to me, definitely check them out because they're vegan and cruelty free. I hadn't ever tried their things before, but the shampoo was incredible. It was very watery, but it lasted a really long time. And this mask, I don't know what it is about masks, you can tell, or at least when you use a lot of masks and you use a lot of hair products, I feel like you can just almost immediately tell whether it's going to be good for your hair or not because of the way it kind of soaks in and the way it goes on your hair. But the second it goes on my hair, it just feels like, oh, it's like fully saturating and it smells amazing. Really, really love it, really recommend it. But I'm gonna rough dry my hair. Also, I will use the Charles Worthington Body Booster Mousse. I did buy this Umberto Giannini one, the Curl Whip. Don't think this is anywhere near as good as this one. This one definitely gives a lot more volume and no like stickiness. Whereas this is the sort of one that if you brush your hair, you can feel that you've got mousse in your hair. And then I will use the Charles Worthington Daily Defense. This is, you know, what's it called? Heat protectant. So it's UV filter protectant and heat protectant, and it's got antibacterial properties and it's also got hyaluronic acid in it. So it will enrich your hair. And then also I'm gonna use the Olaplex Bond Smoother number 6, just as like a leave-in conditioner kind of thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I will put my makeup on as well. So this is the end result. It took forever. I'm starting to wonder, is it just my hair that takes forever? Because when I go to the hairdressers, they do always comment on how long it takes. My hair does actually blow dry well. My hairdresser always says to me, your hair is like the dream for blow drying, because I think if you've got straight hair, then the curl doesn't take, or if you've got, I guess, very curly hair, then it might be difficult to tame the frizz. But because mine's wavy and it's like, my hair is thick, but it's also, is it fine? It's like the texture of it is smooth, so it's quite good. It's like I'm in the middle hair when it comes to blow drying. The only issue is, yeah, it did take a long time, and I feel like when you use the spinny things, what they call, you know, the ones that suck the hair into a curl, it does get rid of a lot of the frizz. I feel like within maybe half an hour to an hour, my hair is going to be very big up here and not as smooth. I feel like on camera it looks lovely and big, but I can see like a bit of frizz. I feel like it's the sort of thing that I'm done, but I want to touch it up because it doesn't feel done to me. But I feel like that's probably practice. I also didn't watch a single tutorial, so that might be part of the problem. I feel like I just need a haircut. Yeah, it's this front bit I've struggled with a little bit. A lot of volume, but I'm worried it just looks a bit like frizzy and like one big lump. Do you know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts, or if you're watching my technique and you can tell I'm doing something wrong, tell me. But well, maybe it doesn't look so. I think it's because my hair's so dark, it is difficult for it to show dimension. No, it does look nice. It does look nice. I just feel like it looks a little, like you can see the frizz here is not gonna, I don't know. I'll update you later, but I can already see a layer of frizz on it, and I'm just not convinced this is gonna stay. Not convinced at all. I think I prefer using the curly thing, tong things. They're not tongs. The other attachment, this attachment. I think I prefer this, though this does take forever as well because you have to swap them. Anyway, enough about my hair. I'm gonna get dressed and I need to put my makeup on. So this is the thing, it just takes so bloody long. What time is it? We have to leave really soon and I haven't even got my makeup on and I haven't made the salad. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm ready. Feeling a little bit like Snow White with my hair like this and my outfit. So the recipe that I'm making is my broccoli and apple salad. It's very easy, it just requires chopping. It's like loads of fresh ingredients, broccoli of course, some carrots. I've got these lovely colourful carrots from Riverford, olives, red onion, apple, sultanas, walnuts and coriander, and then a yummy dressing. The time with salads is just chopping and preparing, so it's surprising how long it can take sometimes. But I'm gonna make this now and then show you what it all looks like when it's done. But yeah, it's literally just chopping. Here is our finished salad. I just need to add sultanas actually, I forgot those. And then this is the dressing. The dressing is literally just olive oil, apple cider vinegar, salt and pepper, and then the zest and juice of half a lemon. And then I put the other half of the lemon in here just because there is apple and that could go brown, so it helps preserve it if you put lemon on top. If you are waiting to make this salad or you're making it ahead of time, like in the morning for the later on in the day, just put the apple in right before, otherwise it will go quite brown. But we're gonna be eating this in the next couple of hours, so it's fine. But I'm gonna pack that salad up. I'm gonna pop some earrings in and I'm gonna say goodbye. Hope you enjoyed this video. Kind of a random video, but just a nice little chilled vlog of my weekend. It was a lovely weekend and I'm looking forward to a nice meal this evening. I'm just gonna fry up some tofu, I think, when I get there. Just something really simple, and like I said, I think Alex might have some burgers. I'm not really sure, but yeah, hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.